For fans of the Beatles, Wednesday is a day of remembrance. It's 30 years since John Lennon was shot and killed outside his home in New York. Tom Brooke was the first British journalist to report from the scene of the murder for BBC Radio. He sent us this report.
George, John, Paul and Ringo had found a new world to conquer.
John Lennon first set foot in New York as a member of the Beatles in 1964. Beatlemania was at its height. In 1980, shortly before he died, he walked in Central Park, commenting on the freedom he enjoyed in his adoptive city.
Occasionally people ask for autograph or just want to shake hands is the coolest one. That happens. I'm just known enough to keep my ego floating, but unknown enough to get around, which is nice.
But his peace was about to be shattered. Outside Lennon's home at 10:50 p.m. New York time on December the 8th, 1980, Mark David Chapman fired 5 shots, effectively snuffing out the former Beatles' life. Badly wounded, John Lennon was taken to the nearby Roosevelt Hospital.
I actually held his heart in my hand as the nurses rapidly transfused blood. I tried to massage the heart as we put blood into his body. We knew that there was no way that we could restore circulation.
Back in Britain, the news of his death was broken on the BBC's Today programme.
From outside the apartment building where the murder took place is our reporter Tom Brooke.
It's a very weird scene indeed because they're playing Lennon music. A lot of them are in tears and they're weeping, and they're either stunned or they're hysterical.
Imagine all the people living life in peace.
On this 30th anniversary, some of the biggest names in the music industry are paying tribute to Lennon.
I just know I wouldn't be standing without him. And my whole life as an artist was kind of shaped by him.
John Lennon probably wouldn't like all this retrospective praise. In one of his last major print interviews, he said, "I don't believe in yesterday. I'm only interested in what I'm doing now." While his past may not have interested him, clearly 30 years after he died, both he and his music are still of great interest to many of us. Tom Brooke, BBC News, New York.
And the